The festival is nigh!
Here we go. Ra versus Dino. If Dino wins, he is into the playoffs. If Ra wins, Rambler is in. Let's do this thing. Center square, Helios.
Guards.
Lord of Blood.
Two classics.
Yeah, 2 classics. 3 Erdtree Watchdogs is the center square.
Lord of Blood, though. Right next to it.
Is Lord of Blood on the board right next to it. Watchdogs is an interesting center square because you can do it very early, but like fairly early, but it is a square that ends up sitting most of the time. We'll start with the early squares though. 2 caves in the top row, very, very fast square. The best way to do it is to start with Rick and then go straight for Bofa. In row 2, you could do Remembrance, Boss, Daggers, Fists only quickly, especially if there's like Starfist or something in a starting class. Row 3, we have the Millicent Invader and Kaled, another quite quick one. Row 4, we have 2 Misbegotten bosses, which does combo very well with Leonine in the top right corner. When those 2 squares are on the board together, they tend to go a lot quicker. 2 Knights Cavalry, another quick option in the Falling Star Beast, probably the most difficult fight you can take on at the very start of the game. But it is a square, a Somber 4, 5, and 6. And then on the bottom row, we not anything super fast. 3 Death Root and Remembrance Boss, Remembrance Weapon. So I always think it's interesting when you have Remembrance and a different Remembrance square on the board, because it's like, do you kill Godric early and bank on getting a good Remembrance to use on a tougher boss, or do you keep Godric alive for the Remembrance? Those are questions. But I hope this one gets to the late game, because there is a very interesting late game. Moog, Lord of Blood on the board. All 3 sewer squares are on the board. We have Shackles, Sewer Moog, and Dung Eater. So a lot of capital on this one. Reason to kill Radahn too. So like if you find a good dagger or fist, Radahn without NPCs, potentially dagger, fist only, or remembrance there. Also some interesting ideas in the early game too. You could just go for the 2 caves rush. You could go for Millicent Invader into Falling Star Beast. I think those are probably the 2 options. You also could just kind of delay a little bit, or even rush Misbegotten bosses in Leonine. I don't think that's the worst idea in the world. We haven't, not something we've really seen before, but when they're both on the board, a legitimate option for a rush.
The players are looking a little synced up at the door.
Yeah, we can see Dino chose the Mesmer Soldier axe, while Ra here choosing the Great Pumpkin Head in the Forked Hatchet, as well as the Venomous Fang. So some differences in starting classes here for the players.
Interesting. I do know that the Mesmer Soldier axe is pretty good for a casual playthrough. I don't know how it fares in an early game bingo context, but it's an axe. Yeah. It should be doing well, right? Things like Falling Star Beast.
Venomous Fang is also pretty good as well. I remember this is a deep cut, but before I even started playing bingo, I was watching, I think it was Maidenless Bingo Season 3 or Season 4, and that board, that square set was a lot earlier than ours. So as a result, you use a +0 weapon for much more of the board. And Chris, who won, used Venomous Fang for much of it, and it was very impressive. Like, it actually did really, really well. So we will see what happens.
I don't know if you are seeing this play, but I've been thinking that if you kill Radahn, and then you kill Moog with his Remembrance weapon, you can go into the DLC and kill R'Lana as your night boss.
Yes. If only the Realm of Shadow wasn't banned.
It's too strong.
Yeah,
that's why
too
it's banned.
Strong, yeah. Okay, so we do see Dino immediately making the caves play. Ra here, me going for Millicent Invader. Because yeah, Dino is just immediately rushing Rick. I recently had I had my girlfriend play, and watching her traverse the Cave of Knowledge was a journey.
Really?
Yes.
How long was this journey?
20 minutes.
Yeah, about what it
Yeah.
feels like in the middle of a
Yeah.
bingo match. I'm not a big fan of the early caves play. I feel like getting torn late is pretty detrimental on a lot of boards
Yeah.
recently,
To me, it's just
but it's
the
alright.
thing is, I think you can claim Falling Star Beast 2 if Ra does Millicent first. I think you have enough time to do that. So in this case, I think it's fine. We will go full screen with Dino here, though, for Rick.
This is
Hardest
going to be a
boss.
really tough fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gets it down. Ra there checks Kale. I think that is the Flamberge there.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a good starting weapon. Oh, and actually, he should have grabbed that. I think that was either the Cestus or the Spike Cestus, which would have been really big for Dagger's Fist only. But he didn't, he missed it.
Little things like that can be really brutal in bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw just yesterday on VCC missing Bloodhound's Fang in Roundtable, which
Yeah.
did not turn out super well.
No. No, not at all here. I think the biggest key to the game here is going to be, I mean, everyone's kind of had the up on Ra in the early games. So it's kind of just going to be, can Dino get to enough of a lead and position himself for the late game, or will Ra be able to make up that time? That's kind of the story of the match here for me, at least.
Yeah, either make up that time or sneak a bingo. I know
Yeah.
that Ra has gotten a couple bingos
Yeah, he
in the
has.
season.
Because there are quite a few isolated late squares, Rykard, Low Glow to Blood, everything in sewers, Remembrance, Duo Trio bosses in Kaled.
I just realized column 4 is quite nasty. Because Eleonora and Magnus read into Moog so well.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that hangs there is Rykard, right? That's the awkward one.
Of course, but even if you send your opponent to the Rykard, I don't think that's so bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad either. So Ra's immediately going Millicent here.
I like this play from Ra. I like it more than Caves.
Yeah. And we will see
some map, get some runes.
This will be Dino's second cave.
We do know that Rick could not take him down, but will Bofa be able to? Probably not.
All right, there's 2 caves for Dino there.
Oh, he did go for that. That's good. Yeah, because... Yeah, then I get Millicent for free. I should at least.
Ross seems pretty pleased with that. Which is good. I don't know. I don't... Personally, it sometimes it's inevitable, right? But I always personally prefer it when players have different opening plays. And we don't just see a snipe at the start of the game that ends up spiraling everything,
I agree. I like the positional plays that players make having consequences and not just, oh, you were faster than me to square.
Yeah. Rock could have a deadly combo on the Falling Star Beast with Rock Grease plus Venomous Fang Deadly Poison.
The 2 stat effects that Falling Star Beast is weak to.
Ra's actually gonna use the knowledge that Dino's way behind on Millicent and just do a little bit more setup here, actually.
For a second, I was thinking, is he gonna grab the Poison Grease? And then I realized he has Venomous Fang.
We will see a Greatsword check here from Dino.
Oh.
And it is the Bastard Sword, so that is... I don't know, is it better than Mesmer Soldier Axe? Maybe. It doesn't really matter. Not
some fights, probably.
Yeah.
If you know how to use it better. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, kind of just a comfortability thing. So yeah, Dino's immediately pushing north. Ra going for Millicent here now. We will go full screen with Ra here for this Millicent.
I'm wondering what Dino's seeing in pushing Liurnia. It very well could be column 4. But
Yeah, 2 Night Scavs.
it could also be a lot of other things.
And Millicent goes down. Very nicely done there by Ra. Very nice kill for him. Here, let's get... It's early. We need to wake up a little bit. We're going to turn the hype music on earlier than normal. And yeah, Ra is immediately pushing Falling Star Beast.
I think I like this play, yeah. Putting
Yeah.
pressure on the column.
Also, I think getting a Somber 6 on this board, obviously you got to find the Somber, but I do think it'll be very nice with some of these late game squares in the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lord of Blood, right card. I guess it doesn't matter for right card, but Noble.
And Ra already has 20 Vig. His character started with a lot of Vig. He already has 12 Strength, 14 Dex, 15 Int. Int is generally the most important soft stat of the weapons that use a soft stat. Soft stat being Int, Faith, or Arcane. Almost all the best ones are Int. There are very few good Faith, or I don't think really any good Arcane weapons.
Ra also has the big pumpkin helm, the beautiful pumpkin helm. Courtesy of me, because I asked Harf to put that one in.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a revolt from the players before the season asking for certain helmets that were not currently in the equipment randomizer that we've added in, including the big pumpkin.
Yeah, we added a bunch of stat boosting ones, and then
Yeah.
I went looked through for all the ones that are looking pretty funny.
Hey, I think you also take reduced. Yeah, you can see the Crucible Knot Talisman on his hat bar there. Less headshot damage. So if he gets sniped in the head,
Big.
that's big. Actually, on my recent playthrough of Convergence, I got headshot like 10 times. Like I was like, I've never been headshot this much in my entire Elden Ring career.
What headshot you? Is it like
Just
Convergence
arrows,
specific?
just random arrows throughout the playthrough.
That would be a boss of all
Only
time.
R1s
Tracking
now.
arrows that headshot you.
Or the first attack is always a run, jumping R2, but
It'd be awful.
what's after that. So I have time. Oh, what? Okay.
Nice early stagger. Should get the rod off here pretty soon. Yep, there it is.
As long as you get a stagger, you're always getting the rot, I think. He should have this in the bag. Yep, I did it.
I wish you would switch to the Venomous Fang here.
Probably just a comfort thing.
Yeah.
For move that.
Because that deadly poison does work.
He's getting it down pretty fast though.
Yeah, this is a very good fight so far.
The greatsword moveset is one
Getting
of
a
the best
very-
for this boss, I think.
Friendly falling star beast here.
I like the greatsword, I like the axe, and I like the hammer.
Yeah, even Rather saying he feels like he's getting a friendly, well, maybe not now, but said he was getting a friendly Falling Star Beast with good RNG.
Take
Oh,
back everything
now
I
his
just
luck
said.
changes.
I was just gonna get a stagger and then he does this.
Yeah, that should be a poise reset there.
Well, if that's the extent of the curse, then I'm okay with it.
Oh, good roll there. Helios, is your phone ringing? Or is that Ra?
It's not mine.
Oh!
Is it mine?
Oh, wait, Ra died, but he got the kill. Okay.
Okay, no, it's not mine.
Yeah. We fell those.
All right, well, Enemy felled. He does lose the runes, though.
Ah, damn. I didn't even see it.
We'll see what the roundtable check here is for Dino. Complete garbage. You were playing DLC bingo. If you're still playing DLC bingo, there was backhand blades, but...
Hey, Dragon, Great Claw, though.
Yeah.
It's
Backhand
good,
blades are unfortunately quite poor in base game bingo. Without the dex scaling and the lightning attunement and all the multi-hit buffs, they just are not nearly the same.
Lies.
Apologies.
My beloved backhand blades. They're good everywhere.
Mm-hmm. You gonna break them out in the finals?
On the right board, I would do it.
All right, we do see Ra. So Ra already has the Somber 4, 5, and 6.
I still need to get a game one day where I use Euphoria with the 30 Faith. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that would be sick. The other one I would love to. We see it in. I've used it more than a few times in practice personally. One of my favorite things is getting 30 in and then running Darkman.
Yeah, I've done it like once.
To be fair, I think sometimes I do it for content a little bit, because if I have 30 int in Darkman Greatsword, my chat will refuse to let me kill anything if I don't use the Darkman Greatsword at that point, because it's still a slog to set up. You need 30 int and int tier. It's so tough.
Mm-hmm. But once you get it going, it kind of goes.
It goes. It goes. Then you do icons to get Godfrey's icon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you kill Radon, kill Alexander.
Yeah.
You got the whole damn setup.
I mean, yes, I think it was you yesterday. You went for a whole damn setup with Despoker because you went for the out-of-the-way Erdtree avatar to get the Magic Shard cracked here.
I think that was worth it. And I also got the Spirit F plus 4 block, so that I would have lost the game if I didn't do that.
Yeah, and then this game would have been meaningless.
Would it have been?
Actually, no, because no. Well, Dino would have been playing. It wouldn't have been entirely meaningless. Dino would have been locked in. He'd be playing. If you would have won yesterday, this game he could take the 3 seed from ASIM with a win. Could have, but not anymore. So Dino's going to put Sacred Blade on the Bastard Sword.
Is there an undead situation?
I mean, there's no undead, but honestly, like, it's just a worthwhile buff, I think.
No, there's Death Root. I would do
there's
it for
Death Root, yeah. Also, I would consider, like, with the dry weapon seed already, going and checking Death Touch Catacombs, because we have 2 Black Knives as well as Death Root on the board. So it's a useful catacomb, and you can get the Katana check.
Absolutely. I think that's sort of Dino's mindset here, which is why he's doing this square. He's trying to get the value out of it. I'm not gonna lie, if I was in this situation, I would be panicking while I was while I was going for Death Root. I was like, he's gonna snipe me, he's gonna snipe me. Over and over.
Yeah.
Because surely he would go for it immediately after Falling Star Beast and read my mind.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to be... Ra does do a lot of extra merchant checks that, like, other players don't do. What I think is scary to me is if Ra finds something from, like, a random merchant, like, right here, that could get real bad for Dino.
Oh, I thought Dino couldn't wield his Bastard Sword for a sec, and he was just one-handing it.
No, he was just one-handing it. Nothing there, though, at that merchant.
Rambler said something interesting. Column 3 is pretty nasty, too.
Dino almost dies to a tibia. Survives.
Oh, the Rambler influence?
Yeah.
Oh. Close.
Yeah, very, very close.
You do get this merchant check even before the catacomb.
Mm-hmm.
I vividly remember this one game where the catacomb turned up empty, and I checked this merchant and he had D-Helb. I was like, oh, okay, that works. This was before I started hating on D-Helb.
Also, so fun fact, Tibia Mariners are not undead.
Mm-hmm.
You do get a ton of extra damage because they are super weak to Holy, but Sacred Blade, the reason why it's so strong against like Deathbird, Deathrite Bird is against undead, you get, I believe it's plus 100% damage with Sacred Blade.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
By the way. This straight up double damage.
Holy water pots, holy pots are also plus 400%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is why you will see some players actually set them up.
Yep.
Crazy, I know.
Let's see where Ra goes.
This
Strength tier.
strength here. But is it a
I mean, I think
Bernie bingo
I think he
afterwards
might be
already?
going for Death Touch as well, and maybe just getting Strength tier along the way.
It's possible. Even if he gets sniped on, I don't think it's super bad as long as he gets black knives.
Yeah, and the Katana check was not good, Nagakiba. So very dry weapon seed so far. We've seen
I would use
Roundtable.
Nagakiba.
We've seen Roundtable. We've seen quite a few merchant checks. Great sword check, halberd check. And I think that honestly the best somber we've seen might have been Loretta's War Sickle.
I'd put Dragon Great Claw over it, and Cranial Vessel, but yeah. Other than that. Basically, we're fighting between D and E tiers right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not great. Definitely not great.
You know, did Dino check Saints
Knocked
Bridge
me
merchant?
off the stairs and
He
destroyed all
did.
my stamina.
It had Cranial Vessel and something else.
I didn't ripost.
This Black Knife giving Dino a little bit of trouble.
Ra will check the merchant here. Yeah, Cranial Vessel and the Qatar.
Uh,
Qatar, actually, another fist weapon these players have missed. Come on, boys.
Mm-hmm.
You're better than this.
They're probably not even thinking about that square right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it hasn't registered that it's in there. Ra runs straight past the catacomb. Going to get a little bit of money, I'm assuming.
Did grab the Grace, yeah. I think he might just get Third Church here and Sleep Pots potentially for Noble for later.
I don't hate it.
I mean, if you're here, why not, right? And, like, I think it's a good spot, right? Like, you're... If I was Dino, honestly, would you... I would have given serious thought to just going Leonine instead of Deathroot, actually, because of 2 misbegotten bosses. And there's actually...
That, yeah.
And there's a great... No one ever uses it, but there's a greatsword check in Morn.
There's not only a greatsword check, there's also a halberd check if you kill the guy.
Oh, true. True, very true, actually.
One day. It's like one of those things like Euphoria.
Yeah.
Like one day it'll happen for me.
And a whip check.
And a whip check. I think I did have a 2v2 game one time where I found Death's Poker there.
Also, you get a colossal sword check, which not the strongest weapon class, but there are more than a few ones that are viable.
Yeah. The
Trolls.
unfortunate thing is that one of the best ones, Grafted Blade, is not
In the pool,
likely.
yeah.
Well, the Trolls and Minrithils are pretty good.
Yeah. Those are the two main ones. Honestly, if you got Faith Tier, you could get Godslayers online. Godslayers is very good, but it's kind of crazy for stats because it's like basically like 20-20-20, right?
Yep.
I love that
You got
weapon,
it online,
though.
it fucks, though.
Yeah, it does fuck. I love that weapon so much. All right, so Dina's going to go ahead and just feed the Death Root here straight away. Ra might be looking at Watchdogs right now, though. The Ra Dog going for the Watchdog.
Does he have crystal darts?
He should. He did Halberd check.
Ah, okay. And if yes, though, does he know how to use them without dying?
I mean, he should.
How scary. How scary. With this vigor. With this weapon level.
This might be a Watchdogs race here.
I would actually prefer being Dino here. My damage is much better with Sacred Blade. I can also hit them while they're hitting each other from a distance.
Ra does have more health, though, and takes less damage from headshots. Did you consider that?
Ah, shit, I didn't consider that. You're
Yeah.
right. And we all know the most deadly move the Watchdog does is the one from above.
Yeah. Does that
clearly-
actually register as a headshot?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it has a ground follow-up, too,
Yeah.
so probably not. Like, it's a double hit kind of attack. They both have no vigor.
Ra has 20.
It's a one.
Ra has 20.
Yeah, but is 20 really that much?
And +2 flask. And five or six +2 flasks.
Dino's bar looks pretty similar to Ra's.
Apologies. No, but this is really strong too, especially because Watchdogs feeds really well into the 3 Duo 2 or Kaled bosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, Brobby.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Dino just fell through the world.
What?
His Watchdog Catacomb didn't load. And he fell through the map floor. And now his game's not loading.
Rod died.
He did get it pulled, though. Oh my god. We might have to...
All right, no, we're good.
okay.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, if he didn't load in properly there, I was going to pause the match.
That sucks.
Yeah, Dino's had to deal with shit like that a lot, unfortunately. That's the first time I've seen that specifically, but I see it a lot where, like, he'll, like, roll up on a Grace and he has to stand there for, like, 5 seconds to get the Grace to register.
Yeah, I mean, if Rob plays this perfectly, I think he gets the square now.
I mean, I think regardless, it was going to come down to, does Rob play it right?
Well, there was the death.
Well, Dino dies here too. That's basically a guaranteed death.
I've survived before, but yeah.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
on such low vig.
That's, you're taking that one, huh? No, they're chonking each other.
Not the
Yeah,
best
a little bit
RNG,
too
but
much
pretty
health.
good there.
Manage.
Yeah, with the stagger, I take that, I think. It's pretty good RNG. Oh, Dino tried to greed for the fast drop down, but he didn't get it.
Try using stamp. Alright, and gets the duo down. We'll go full screen with Dino here.
Doesn't crap RNG.
Saves it though, almost at the cost of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Did have a cleaner fight than Ra, but Ra's still very far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That fall through the world might have mattered. Which is
sucks.
Sucks, but I mean, there's nothing we can do. Players know this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday we'll have a LAN event.
What?
Yeah. Maybe someday Elden Scrolls will get so big I'll fly you guys all out. Live audience, 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm. And then we all play on the same exact computer.
Yeah.
And Nexus still somehow has better frames.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just set you guys all up in a massive... I just turned my entire apartment, my one-bedroom apartment, into a LAN. All right, this will be the
I'll
third
be
watchdog
there
here for
just
Ra.
next.
Well, that doesn't stun. Well, now that's ridiculous. Fire did not hit me.
He's a stamper.
Oh.
What's the ideal situation here for Dino? He's like running back to the boss door when Ra gets it, I think.
Yeah.
Because then he can
I mean,
just
the
run
ideal
out.
situation is Ra dies. All right, there's
Oh, yeah,
watchdogs.
he got it.
That's
so
a little tech that you
he's
can
not
do.
dying.
Yeah. Cool.
And Rambler screams in elation as Ra snipes the center square away from Dino. The Rambler roars. So far, so good. If this comes down to like Mogul to Blood, we might have to bring Rambler in here. As they both go for it.
Unfortunately, I think if this does come down to Mogul to Blood, Dino has a pretty big advantage.
I don't know. Ra went to Mogul to Blood yesterday against Rambler, and he did quite well.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I guess he's still in form on that one fight. So.
Oh,
it's anyone's
Ripple
game.
Blade. The weapon checks are just horrific.
Mm-hmm. The question is, honestly, I don't know if Ra knows this, but he could have the duo trio Kaled right now if he just went sleep pots on the Pumpkinhead duo.
We'd need one
With his-
more.
Yeah, he could maybe do like Nox duo or something, but like,
Yeah. I think it's
would be
worthwhile to
very
just get a
strong.
weapon set up, though. Or try to find a fucking weapon.
of course, but they have not. The weapons have not been kind to this seed. I would maybe consider, at this
Yeah.
point, getting a +7 Flamberge or
Yeah.
Nagakiba.
Also, I did just see Ra's character's name is Rambler. I love you.
What a sweetheart.
Ra's going back to first step. This might be a beach merchant check. We're gonna see a Mistwood merchant check here for Dino.
Watch both of these guys have goated weapons.
Spirit Glaive.
Oh, never mind.
Spirit Glaive is unironically the best weapon we've seen so far this seed, though.
Is it though?
We'll say Tari's in chat, so I'll take it over Cranial Vessel. We'll see what Ra gets here. Nothing.
I would not take it over.
Some smithing
Nagaki,
ones. Okay, I meant Somber. I meant Somber.
Fair enough.
Is Ra gonna go for Venomous Fang? He is.
It's a play. If he likes the weapon, I guess.
Yeah. Dino's going Nice Calves here. I think Ra might be going for Margit. Oh god, I pray to god. Ra, no, fuck. Ra thinks Venomous Fangs are fists.
That's unfortunate.
Dino here going for the Knight's Cav. Yeah, I'm worried Rot does think that Venomous Fangs are fists. They're claws.
Mm-hmm. I feel like on a weapon like Venomous Fang, it's probably a mistake that you can make. Simply because all of the other claws are called claws.
Yeah, or he thinks it still includes claws.
Yeah, either way. And now we will proceed with watching a slow-mo of a train wreck.
Well, he might realize it at the last second.
Like Mayor did that one game.
The reason why it no longer includes claws is because claws are just... Fists used to be similar to claws, but with the DLC, fist weapons got a lot worse. Like, a lot worse, because it added, like, the Maddening Hand and the Poisoned Hand and the Golem Fist, right? Like, those fist weapon... Like, the fist pool became much worse. And the claws pool, even with Beast Claws, like, Beast Claws are not as good, but, like, every single one has native bleed, so they're very, very good. And it got to a point where the claws were so much more powerful than everything else that it was like it might as well just be claws only, right? Like, as it is currently, yeah, I mean, you tend to see fists more often, but we still see daggers sometimes, right?
Yeah, the meta essentially became check the Claw and Stormveil, kill Godric with the Claw and Stormveil.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, the Claw and Stormveil was so much better than your other weapon for killing Godric that you could have checked that and probably still won like a Godric square.
And I don't think there's any claws that have like insane stat requirements, right? Like, I think pretty much like if you have 20 decks, you can wield every single claw.
Mm-hmm. The highest is 20 for Claws of Night. And before the DLC, it was even easier. I don't think you would need more than 14 or 15 for any of them.
But Stormhawk Axe for Ra is huge.
Hey, I mean, yeah, like Dry Weapon Seed and Ringed Finger for Dino, which is not as good, but his point, having a Somber upgraded is just nice.
Rob, please don't fuck this up. Rambler's crashing out in the chat. Godslayer's greatsword.
Uh,
Dino here's fighting the Knight's Cav.
Dino's a coward for not picking it up. Especially when he's already been to their church. Like, I know it's a lot of stats, but I feel like you could get it online.
Oh god,
theoretically.
Ra's going in. Wait, oh, he checked? He quit out! He quit out! He checked and saw that it was a claw and quit out. Rambler saved. Rambler saved. I mean, time lost, but not that bad.
Cinema.
And he got Stormhawk, so. Oh, I mean, that very well might have been like, that would have been devastating.
Oh, that was close. I think he's going to Boggart now.
Yeah, he's going to Boggart.
Well, that explains why he didn't pick up either of the fists.
Yeah.
If he had that in his fang.
I mean, he clearly realized that it was a claw. Like, he clearly realized that he was not allowed to do claws, but he clearly thought Venom's Fang was a fist. Which, it is the least claw-looking claw, right? Because all the other claws
it's
look
also
like...
the only claw without claw in the name.
Yeah,
So.
all the other claws look like Wolverine, right?
Oh, I guess raptor talons, but that one looks way too much like a claw.
Yeah.
Rather than a fist. Boggart might give him a little bit of trouble here. Oh, never mind.
I mean, this weapon's good.
Yeah, I was more worried about the iron balls that are also good.
Yeah.
And scary.
Qatar.
Qatar, what, mate?
Yes, the guitar reappears.
Yes. If you're wondering why the Qatar reappears, it's because the merchant pool and the overworld pool are different. So are the starting class pool. Technically, you could have a weapon appear 3 times in the same seed, one from starting class, one from merchant, and one from overworld check.
Technically. You can actually have the same weapon appear 5 times.
Wait, really? No.
Well, all the merchants. But
No.
with only one.
If it's in one merchant, it can't be in another merchant.
Ah, right. So, okay.
Yeah.
So, one merchant, starting class, the double from Nefelli, one in Capital.
Okay, yeah.
and one in Castle Soul. And actually... How much do you think Dino is hoping for a Lunar Knight sword right here?
I love frame
Well, he
trap.
died.
Dude, it's so well designed.
I hope did he get the grace?
I think he did.
Okay. That's not too bad then.
No, not bad.
Like,
Not
of
that
course,
bad.
time loss.
It's just embarrassing. It's psychological damage.
Yeah, but also fuck Leonine, dude.
Yeah. And I think
he was doing some
Roz,
funny business with the triple sidestep.
yeah. Oh, Dino got ringed fingers somewhere. Oh, in the chest on the way to Liurnia. Ringed fingers.
I didn't mention that.
Oh, I didn't see it. Ringed fingers is totally usable. Like, it's not great, but it's usable.
Yeah. I would not use it in certain situations, but... Why is his Leonine doing so many fucking sidesteps?
I don't know.
I need a heal.
God, Dino died again.
Cool. Cool.
Ouch.
I wish you guys could have seen Helios's face, because I think I said it before. Helios's eyes just went.
Where you silly goose.
Come on, Rambler.
The curse of Rambler. Yeah. Katara is actually a pretty good weapon.
Well, it's
with
plus
unveiling
5.
spells. I take it back. Katara is actually a very bad weapon. I apologize for my deception.
I mean, this is a huge time waste for Dino. Like, Leonine and Misbegotten bosses always were far away. It's just a lot of value, but I mean, at this point, right? Like, because you don't get any forward progression, and Ruin's Greatsword is horrifically terrible.
Yeah. Dude, I'm actually suspecting Dino's PC has some kind of weird shit going on, because Leonine does not sidestep that often, that consistently. I feel like his RNG is kind of shit.
I don't have stamina to do an R2 before here. Oh, come on.
Very nicely done by Ra there. Also, yes, YouTube chat, there is DS3 music. I have a playlist of like hype music from the Souls games that we use for commentary. So yes, that is DS3 music. You did hear that correctly.
4-4.
4-4.
And Ra has the weapon advantage.
Ra has the weapon advantage. You know, I would check the remembrance. I mean, Rem is on the board, and if it's like, I mean, if it's B-Blade, fuck it. Also, the other thing is, Ra can go Virgins here. Granted, there's not a huge reason for Academy, but
Yeah, I don't think I would. Like... Was this the first time Dino was going to Caelid? Oh no, he he took the other way first.
Mm-hmm. And I think Ra here is just going to go set up Dactus.
Yeah, I would too, I think.
I mean, also, you have the Physic in a Talisman pouch. Is it insane to go get charged with the Axe, too? Is it insane to go get Charge Attack and Axe Talisman? The tier, definitely not. Axe Talisman
I don't know if
might
I'd get the Talisman.
the tier
but I
for
would
sure,
definitely
though.
get the tier.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, because we know Stormhawk, the one thing about it is even though it's +6, like, it falls off hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a very big fan of Stormhawk +6 on either
Oh,
mode.
interesting. Ra's going underground.
Is he potentially worried about
Well, I think-
Ancestor Spirit?
Yeah, I mean, there is Ancestor Spirit as well as Dragonkin on the board.
Oh no, I actually like this play a lot. They're both on the same line.
Yeah.
And of course it forces Dino into Black Knives, which he already has one of. But
Yeah.
I
Shadow-
actually like this play.
Shadow, I don't play Rivals, but I do appreciate you thinking of me and letting me know. Apparently they added a twerk emote for Venom and Marvel Rivals.
I was also gonna say there's maybe a chance the Dragonkin drops Dragon Halberd, but he doesn't, so
Yeah.
it would at best be G-Halb.
Yep. The reason why is because for some reason it's like almost impossible to get vanilla weapons from vanilla drops. We've spent hours trying to figure it out. We probably have to rebuild the randomizer from scratch to do it. So that will be an endeavor. Now, do you go Dragonkin? I mean, also Dragonkin's really strong for Ra here because of the row 3, right?
You're right, yeah.
And like he, granted, it is, we know it's even on Duo, Trio, and Kaled, but Ra might think he's up on that.
In a scenario where he gets Dragonkin, he might be able to have first mover's advantage on Duo Trio and actually
Well,
get it.
And he has the better weapon. He's a +6 Stormhawk.
Exactly. Like, Dino needs to get his weapon, I'm assuming smithing weapon, up right here and then go for it. If he
Yeah.
doesn't want to lose it.
But given he's going for the braziers, I think it'll be Ancestor first.
He might just be like lighting them on the way, though.
Yeah. Also, Ra killing Godric is just having a remembrance down is pretty big. A for Remrem, and B, there's three capital squares.
Yep.
And we do see a lot of the time in capital races, like one player ends up losing the capital race because, like, oh, you didn't kill, you're down one shard bearer early, like tack an extra 5 minutes on your time getting to capital. Ope, you're too slow. Ope, you lose, right?
If I'm Dino here, I'm honestly kind of tempted to get my 2 blocks and then bum rush column 4.
Yeah.
Or at least keep the threat up. Force him to go to right card.
Yeah, Stormhawk is great for Ra, though, except against Lord of Blood. It's going to be
It's
pretty
still-
poor against Lord of Blood.
It's doable in theory.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad enough that it would... I don't know. I feel like it would be pretty bad.
Okay, so according to Nartok, he went and checked the seed. The fist check in Roundtable was Starfist. The Greatsword check that Dino skipped in Morn was Death Poker. And Yura had Meteoric Orblade.
Right. Yeah, so
Yep.
checks out.
They've done like every check except those 3. Hey, Nartok, just
I don't think
just out of curiosity, kill what does Edgar drop? What is Banish Knight's Halberd?
It's gonna be something dumb.
Yeah.
Like D-Hub.
Yeah. Raz in a little bit of trouble here. Gets out of it. It's very interesting how we have such a late game board and there's like 0 Altus progress for these boys at 52 minutes.
They've been having some difficulties.
This is a weird game. Granted, that happens. I feel like we see more like
sure.
just weird games late in the season. Like, do you remember, if you remember, I'm sure you remember Helios, but game 3 last season, so Rambler and Alex, right? They played a set in the semifinals. Rambler won game 1 and played beautifully. Alex won game 2 and played beautifully. And then game 3 was just arguably the worst game from both of them all season. And
I remember.
Yeah.
Like beginning of the game.
They both went for
Alex goes to
consumables.
Renala.
No.
Oh yeah,
well,
they both go consumables. Fail.
Yeah, they both failed consumables like 15 decks. Yeah.
Alex goes to Renala, dies twice. Rambler goes to Exikes, keeps dying.
Sorry, 17 decks, double fail consumables only.
Yeah, and then Alex went and beat me in the finals.
Oh,
The guy who failed.
Edgar had Golden Halberd.
Yeah.
All right, here is Ancestor Spirit for Ra. Little Moose.
Interesting. He's going for that one first. I feel like going for that one first is a little bit of throw, because as soon as you mark Ancestor, you're tipping Dino off about do a trio.
But he might be more worried about
6 does
defensively. And he might
Although,
be
he
thinking,
could
you
just
know
go-
what? He might be thinking, you know what, my line's kind of shit anyways, because Lord of Blood's going to be the last square probably no matter what. Especially with 3 sewer squares.
But he could do a trio immediately. Okay, Dino's going for it.
This man does not
Yeah,
stack at
pretty
all.
heads up, I'd say, from Dino.
There we go.
Does he... Okay, he has Hoardfrost, which is not bad, I guess.
So there's Ancestor for Ra. And he's going to go straight for Dragonkin.
Interesting. What? Did he do the small miss? Oh, he's gonna do Dragonkin Soldier. Okay, that makes sense.
This will be Dino's second duo trio.
Very nice stagger at the beginning. Unfortunately, his DPS is not
Yeah.
the best.
But nice use of Hoarfrost Stomp. Granted, Dino's in a hell of a lot of trouble out of that.
I'm
Not
not
clip.
healing.
Clip him accidentally throws a Kukri instead of healing. Okay, he does get the heal off, and Ra's now in on Dragonkin. Okay, Dino gets the first pumpkin head down.
It's not over yet. This guy fucks you up. One of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion.
Ra's having trouble here. One more R1 should do it, though. Okay, Ra gets it down.
I've never fucking seen before.
And the Bleed Proc gets that down for Dino.
Dino's screen froze for me, so I couldn't see what was happening. I was scared.
So it's a 6-4 game. Dino is about to get Caleb Dragon Barrel bosses and block the row 3. I think.
Is he going for the? I guess he's going for the night boss. So this makes sense.
Yeah. And Ra's going into Academy. This might just be Virgins. Or he could just be going through to Bellum. No, this is Virgins. If Ra gets an Altus lead, that could be very strong. With Sacred Flash charges. You could also do the Black Knife up there in Altus. Radon.
I don't think
Eleonora.
Black Knife will sit, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you're Dino here, you're kind of forced to go Black Knife immediately now.
Yeah, I would agree.
After this. This is not
I'm fine with that.
comfortable
I'm
fight.
fine with that though if I'm Dino, because okay, let's just say Dino gets Duo Trio and Kaled and Night Bosses. Like, yeah, you have your bingos, like your bingos are blocked, but you're ahead on Altus. There's easy squares that you can pick up in Altus, and also, I mean, there's up to 4 squares in Capital because we didn't even talk about Duelists, right? Duelists being on the board, there's 2 Duelists in Capital right next to each other.
Yep, that can definitely be a factor.
Plus, Stormhawk really good against NPCs, Magnus, Eleonora.
Yep. Dino probably should get into Altus and get himself a slice of the
pie.
Altus
Well, he
pie.
has to. If he does, if Rod takes the whole pie, he's gonna just run away with it.
Of course, but I mean the like early Altus,
Yeah.
not like the whole thing. This is where the fight gets annoying. Yeah, there's the bleed.
Yep. And the Hoarfrost stomp there. Very nice job to finish it off.
Very good use of Hoarfrost. I never think about using it.
Yeah, he used it very effectively against the Pumpkinhead duo as well.
And this Clean Rod that can't block goes down a lot easier.
Yeah. And Ra here does set himself up potentially for Renala for either Remembrance, or just simply Capital access, right?
It's an option, although I would much prefer doing one of
Radon.
the 3 other,
Yeah.
which are a square.
Now, actually, does Dino have full Dectus? Or is he going this? No, this is Black Knife, right?
This is Black Knife.
Yeah, Dino doesn't have Sword Seal on, so.
I understand why he wouldn't do it, but Alta's Black Knife would probably work out better here.
Ra's gonna get spit out.
He has too much defense because of his
Yeah.
big pumpkin helm. He should have taken it off.
Elden Ring boys, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. All right,
Boys are
Rod does
here,
get
dude.
abducted here. And Dino's going to go for Black Knife Assassins. I mean, there's only, what are the only... Eleonora blocks all the bingos for Dino, right? No, sorry, column 5. Dino has 3 bingos available. Column 1, column 4,
Yes.
and... Sorry, column 1, column 4, and row 5. And
Yes.
then Ra has column 2,
Column 2.
and
And
row 2. I don't see either
And
player.
dies are blocked.
Yeah, I don't see either player bingoing here.
It's unlikely.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Maybe if Ra was super aggressive and going for Black Knives, but he didn't, so...
Yeah. Which I think is the right play anyways. He's not really in good position to chase that. And Ra is, like, very disciplined. I think last season we might have seen a more aggressive Ra, but I think he knows, like, where he's at relative. He's very acutely aware of, like, execution wise where he's at relative to the field, and I think I've seen him less likely to engage in races this season than last season.
Mm-hmm. Engaging races in general
Is just not good. I mean, yeah,
if
we
you
saw.
can avoid it, make a good play still. I would prefer that against most people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what happens in the playoffs this season, because like last season in the playoffs, there were almost 0 snipes, like very, very few snipes. Like players were very, very cautious of like not getting sniped, because in the playoffs, when those games are so close, right? Like one snipe can be the game, right?
I feel like this season it's going to be a lot more chaotic because the boards are less predictable and the players are also less predictable.
Yeah, because everyone last season was so like, at least like in terms of bingo experience, the players last season were players this season. I think are overall a more talented group, like better at bingo. But last season they were more experienced, right? Everyone who made playoffs was a veteran, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And very clean virgins there for Ra. Because like, who was the most inexperienced player who made, like last season the playoffs were Ra, Alex, you, Aggie, Dino, Rambler. Like all of the, like Dino was probably the least experienced player, which is, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Dino's in trouble. Gets a stagger.
Just get in the corner. Yes. Yes.
All right, Dino gets the second black knife down.
Flasks. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Very nicely done.
2 seeds.
That seems to be what Ra was expecting, and now he's going for charges, it looks like here. But yeah, Ra with a very big... Well, charges in Eleonora shuts down the board.
It does, but if it gives Dino just enough time to get to Altus, he could, in theory, contest a couple more squares.
Yeah.
Where is he going now? Is he going to the left? No.
Is he going for this? Is he misreading Sacred Flask charges as Physic Tears?
You know, Dino is on a little bit of sleep deficiency, and he's also been up a long time.
Why did it aggro? Since when did they aggro from down there?
I would almost hope he gets sniped,
Yeah.
because that's not good.
He's dead. Yeah.
So cool, man. So fucking cool.
Oh. Maybe that gives him a chance to read the square?
Yeah, I mean, also, I think we're seeing a little... Dino doesn't... I've known Dino for a long time. Dino doesn't, like, really crash out. Like, he's a very chipper Aussie. But, like, you see him a little sounding frustrated there. That's his, like, version of crashing out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's also mega sleepy. So, I get it.
Yeah.
I was here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I love that I stand still. Dude, it's so cool. That torrent doesn't move.
Oh, no. This is... Rambler Wars. See, this is why I wanted Rambler on commentary, because he'd be losing his mind. He'd be like a Brazilian soccer fan. Go Lasso! Go 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 go!
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that I didn't do my great value betting on this game. I don't know how it's gonna turn out anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a very. Regardless, I think this is gonna be a close game.
Fucking day again.
I think so too, but
Yeah.
I don't know who's getting.
I mean, I think inarguably Ra's currently in the lead, but like Dino was the favorite coming in here, right? On paper. Ahead in the standings, ahead in the polls. I think the players would agree that Dino was the favorite. Not that Rock couldn't win.
It will only take a couple deaths. And
Yeah.
Dino probably catches up.
Plus, he
still has
also-
a lead on Mr. Gunner
Yeah.
and Night Bosses, which actually has synergy now that I think about it with Radon. Because you could get to one of those, like you could get a double there.
So to win the game, you either need to get 5 squares in a bingo line or a majority of the squares. So 13 points is the winning total. 13 or a bingo line. I did the math earlier this season. Typically about... Rod just locked himself out of Lord of Blood.
Oopsie.
Rock
Raw
killed...
locks himself out of Lord of Blood, and
Yeah.
Dino's about to miss smart.
It is the fastest way to get the Bloody Fingers for Magnus, but the problem is if Lord of Blood's on the board, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Dude. Is this game gonna go to timer?
I think so. I mean, what we realistically might see a situation is where the game goes into overtime, Ra's locked out of Lord of Blood, and Dino has to kill Lord of Blood within a certain time frame to win. Like, that's a very realistic possibility at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Ra did it is it's the fastest way to get the Bloody Fingers to invade Magnus. And most of the time it doesn't matter because Lord of Blood isn't on the board. But when Lord of Blood is on the board, you can't do that. And because you lock yourself out of the square. That's why, John. And yeah, Dino thinks it's Physic Tears. Dino's gonna mismark.
Yep, he's gonna get this one, and he's probably gonna get Int Tier, and square will go off.
Helios, if he does mismark, I'm gonna need you to go talk to him.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then Ra as well.
Okay, yeah, that's
Or
fine.
Ginger, if you want to, you can. If you want to hop in, you can do it, Ginger.
Okay, I will keep tab of exactly 1 minute elapses.
It's 10 seconds for early marks.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True. It's not 1 minute for anything. It's 30 seconds for late marks too. But
There's no way he goes to that.
got it, and
Oh.
then unmarked it immediately.
All right, Ginger. Oh no, he got it and unmarked it immediately. So wait,
Yep.
that was in the time frame.
What?
So he's
That
good.
was within
He marked
2
it,
seconds.
unmarked
Yes. So
All right, that's good.
he's good. Not really, but I mean,
I mean, he doesn't. I mean, to be fair, that's this basically. We basically saw Ra do the exact same thing with Dagger's Fist only. All right, so there's Magnus.
Yeah, but Ra didn't lose that much time on it.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of did though, because he upgraded. He had to go get the guitar, and he also upgraded the guitar, and he could have used those smithing stones. He used smithing stones on the venomous fang. That was basically useless. Yeah, so Dino's not locked out, even though he clicked the square. You have 10 seconds to unclick a square that you accidentally click. So that is within the time.
He could have also used Starfist. That is a very
And
good
Ra's
point.
going for Radon, and honestly, like, he's so close on golden seeds. The golden seed before Radon might be his 10th.
Mm-hmm. This is a very rough situation for Dino.
Yeah. Well, especially
Pretty much
because,
been
oh my
following.
god, actually, the road 2 for Ra.
Yeah, exactly.
Ra has a huge Altus lead. Radon will be his second shard bearer. If he gets charges, I mean, that's a bingo. Dino can't really stop that.
That's a bingo. Which is pretty dependent on these next couple of fights for Ra.
Yeah.
I think if Ra gets the Sacred Flask charges, he'll probably sense that
Yeah.
this is not Dino's game, and like, because Dino is a very good player and he's not been playing particularly well, so he might actually try to go for the bingo.
That's been the thing with Dino all season, right? Like, he's been at his best. He's been elite, right? Also, there's reasons why he's maybe not playing well today, because he is tired. But like, I mean, we've also seen some less than ideal performances from him, right? Like the end game against Sirius, it was a board misread, but the game against Asim, right? He read the board really poorly and just got burned.
There's the 10.
I mean, his other two losses were to you and Strump, and he played well those games, but like, those are tough games to win, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if Ra just goes for this, there's nothing Dino can do.
No. And Dino, like, Ra has a
Assuming-
+6 Stormhawk.
Assuming no skill issues, of course.
Yeah. And he's already fairly deep into Altus.
Mm-hmm. Because he did the Sacred Flasks.
Yep.
Is that full Dectus for Dino?
That is full Dectus for Dino.
All right. He's a little bit behind, and I think he actually makes up time on boss fights.
Dude, I think
Crazily.
Rambler is currently sitting on a bed of nails right now. Like, he has to be losing his shit. I don't think his heart is okay. I always find in these situations, it's way more stressful when you're not in control than when you're the one playing, right?
Yeah. It's much better if you're deciding your own fate.
No, if Ra wins, Rambler's in. If Dino wins, he's in. That's the stakes on the line. So if Ra wins, Rambler gets into the playoffs. If Dino wins, Rambler's eliminated and Dino gets in.
I saw Dino
Yes.
drink his
Yes,
physic,
myself,
and
I
I,
figured
for some reason, thought he was about to do a state skip.
The game deciding fight here.
Which doesn't even make any sense, but I was scared for a second.
The problem is Ra already has Godric dead, and Dino, this is Dino's first shard bearer.
Dino needs Radon anyway.
Yeah, like, Radon's one of the
matter
two
what.
fastest as is, right?
And killing Radon is also Dino's best odds of killing Godric with a Remembrance weapon, so
Of course,
Probably
I get
pretty necessary.
Stuck in his leg. I can't take the riposte. It's too
Dino
bad.
or Ra getting
I
stuck on the
couldn't.
foot.
I even rolled
Yeah.
back to not.
Ra
be stuck in
did
the
say
leg.
this is a
Still get stuck in the
game-deciding
leg.
fight here, so he
That's bad.
he very well might send Shackles after this if he gets it. And there's Radon.
Mm-hmm. And we
Doing
see
great
quit out
here.
from Dino. Oh no, that was a load screen.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
Dino
think he
kind
knows
of
he has
has
to
to
go
just
for it.
go for Radon anyways.
Yes, yes, he does.
No, he does quit out here. Think just taking a second. All right, he loads back in. I think. Helios, can you go check on Dino?
Right.
Nice. Oh. Well, that's anticlimactic. I mean, I want to get my bingo here. He doesn't want to play anymore. Did I really fuck him up that bad? Or is he just choking like out of his mind?
Helios?
He said he doesn't want to play.
That's fine by me, but like, if he doesn't want to play, like we won't play.
Helios, just tell Ra to just keep going. Just tell him to finish it.
All right.
I mean, that's really tough for Dino. I feel bad for Dino.
Yo.
I'm gonna go back to the main screen just because I don't want their conversation on screen. They're gonna Dino. Ra's gonna finish it out. Ra will finish it out. I apologize, guys.
All right. I've informed Ra.
Yeah. We'll just stay on the big screen with Ra here.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean it's fair. I know it is very late for Dino. He can't. He wants sleep, and he's probably pissed. So, fair enough. But Ra will finish us out, and that'll be the game.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can't really blame him. It's unfortunate, but he'll be okay.
That's gonna be a stagger right there.
That has got to be one of the most tilting matches to play,
Yeah.
especially after a
Given the
really long day.
circumstances. Yeah, and a really long
Yeah.
season too.
Like, yeah, super long season. He's been feeling a little burnt out on bingo, and like he had to play me at the start of his day, like something like 18 hours ago. He had to go to work, come back, and then do this game super late at night. Which,
Oh, wow.
I mean, I don't
He
blame
actually
him
turned
for
anyway.
what happened.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from what Raw did, though. He played a very good game, I think, today.
At this point, we're chilling.
Oh, also,
Like, I don't even have an opponent anymore. Like, I'm just... Alright, I guess I'll just use all these, and... Well, if I die here, then whatever. I'm gonna level up health. So don't die in the sewer. Some weird ass shit.
Yeah, this is
Bad
very
sports position,
unfortunate.
though, to just leave like this. I don't know how many games I've sat in where like I've been completely wrecked. Like I've forfeited like some as well, but that's been like work calling or stuff like that, yeah. But not in an official match. That's whack.
The Raw's just going to finish things up
Like,
here, I
yeah, maybe
think,
like
and
2
it
or
will be
3.
GG's.
I think I forfeited like once on Helios, once on Nartok, and then once on someone else. But that was all like practice games. Chill. Alright. Like, yeah. Not like a tournament game where people have actually, you know, putting up their time and stuff like that, but it's just an old man's opinion, I guess.
Yeah, Dino did think
Like, I'm
Sacred
getting
Flash
cooked
charges were
all
physic
tournament,
tears.
like,
That's why he
I'm
was
winning
killing the
games
avatars.
out of like, what, 8?
That probably caused part of it.
Like, I'm so cooked.
They both have 10 and Flask in
Finally, I get a
the
bingo
square
win
name,
out of this.
so it's a pretty easy mix-up.
I'm looking forward to seeing like where he fucked up or like what happened to him, if he's like consecutively dying or like what. Like I heard he's a good player, right?
Yep, I've heard other people make the same mix-up a lot. Especially in like the middle of a game, where you're just like scanning the board really quick.
Open that shit up. I guess it doesn't matter if I die to these lobsters anymore. Like I just leveled health because I thought like I don't want to die to the lobsters and lose all my
Yeah,
runes,
that's
but,
true.
like,
I didn't even think about that. The
that shit doesn't
mix-up
matter
was a
because
square that stops the
stuff.
bingo threat. That's probably why he prioritized it over Altus too.
And then,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was a colossal mistake.
but like, why would he go Leonine as well? That felt really strange to me. Must have sniped it on like Ancestor or some shit, and then
you check in with Dino. He doing all right?
maybe.
He's okay. Yeah. He's pissed,
That's
but
good.
he'll be okay.
But, like, nah, maybe not.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, the I just want to be very clear, guys. Like, obviously, it's unfortunate that Dino had to do that, but all these guys are my friends, and look, I love this league and I love the broadcast, but everyone's well-being is way more fucking important to me than
No.
a game.
Don't kill me.
Right. Like, way more important to me. Like, at the
Rob's
end
been
of it,
informed that
yeah.
Dino forfeited, and he's just finishing it out.
That just brings me back. Like, imagine if I like didn't choke on Vike, and I got a clean Manala yesterday, then I would actually still be in the tournament. How crazy is that shit? Washed up motherfucker, right? Like, I expected to lose today, like hard, like not pushing a guy to his wits ends and bingoing him. Like that's not what I expected. I wonder what happened with the Sacred Flask shit. Like, because let's be honest, I think I would have had prio anyway. Like, I think I would have won even if I didn't get charges. Based on how the game was going, right? There's like a bunch of shit here. That I had prio on. Like, I could get really easy. He's got prio on like Misbegotten Warriors. Like, that's it. I don't think that counts for much. Right? I don't think he has a good weapon either. This seed was totally ass. Holy shit, it was ass.
Yeah, I'm talking with Dino. He's gonna be okay. He's
There's
just
no way he's got Stormhawk.
he's
right?
very upset, and he has a right to be. He's
Maybe
put
that's why
these guys put a
he's-
ton into this, and I mean, effectively
So
that
is he
misread
playing
cost him
any
the
weapon?
season,
Right.
right? So it's real tough. It's real tough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really hard to tell why somebody doesn't want to play.
All right. Well, that will pretty much be the win for Ra.
Well, he still needs to go buy the shackle, but yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I mean, it was
much
already basically over, but this will do it.
Buy myself a shackle. Gonna buy myself a shackle.
Congratulations to Ra. Great win to start the season, to end the season.
I got a ton.
Also, like you said, I mean, it's been a great year for Ra. Honestly, like I know.
Oh, there's the
bingo.
There's the
There it
fists.
is. There it is.
There was other Starfist in Roundtable? Or from patches, from patches.
Right.
I just said Starfist.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's to Ra. He played a very good game, I think. This was probably one of his best showings in the season.
Yeah.
Going out strong.
Yeah. We will bring Ra in. GG's, Ra. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Oh, guys.
Congrats on the win. Dino misread tiers as charges, or charges as physic tiers. And then you got Radon and he just was pissed. And to be fair, he hasn't slept at all and has had some stuff going on. He was just like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. Which, I mean, obviously it's a tough loss for him. So he's okay though. But mostly congratulations to you on the win, man. I mean, great way to end your season. It's kind of it is kind of like fate in a lot of ways, right? Because I remember obviously you being Rambler's strongest soldier here at the end, you paying him back for all the times you ended his season. And then
I got you.
And also I remember we had a conversation before, you and I had a private conversation before the season. You were like, hey, like just to let you know, like, I got some life stuff going on. I'm not going to be in form or whatever. And I was like, Rob, whether you're in the contention for playoff or not, like I know you're gonna have an impact on it. You're gonna ruin someone's day, and it all came true. So yeah, congratulations to you on the win. It was a very well played game, and I mean overall, just an amazing season from you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't been giving many strong showings like this season, but this game, I felt like I was good on the board. I had good reads. Like I felt good. Yeah, it was a solid game at least for me. I feel like this was at least the raw dog coming back out.
Yeah, I think this was your best game.
Oh, that was good. Too bad that done at the Dino. I think Dino's like it's the middle of the night for him. It's like 2 a.m. or some shit.
Yeah.
Really late. Yeah, I get that he had to go.
Yeah.
With the way the game was going, but yeah. Thanks, man. That was it's been really fun playing in the tournament. I'm looking forward to watching the finals.
Well, it's always great having you. You're a great part of the league, man, and it's great. It's great watching you play. You can probably remove the wash dog from your player tag in the Golden Order group chat. But congratulations on the win and. Very well deserved. Like, great way to end the season. I do think it was your best performance at the end, and yeah, it was awesome.
Hell yeah! Thanks, guys. Thanks for casting as well, and co-commentating Helios.
Yeah, thank you very much, Helios. Helios saved my ass there a little bit because I did go check on Dino I stepped away to check on Dino, and Helios filled in. He did a great job, so thank you, Helios.
No problem. I do it because I love the game.
Yeah.
Biggest love of the game.
The love of the game, baby.
Yeah, cool. Yes, thanks everyone for watching as well. Tuning in for this one game, right?
Yeah, that's it. This is it for today. So congratulations, Ra, on the win. And congratulations to Rambler for making it into the playoffs. And we will that'll be it for the broadcast today.
Please become Elden Lord.